did my best to calm those people down because now I figured out I know how to do it. I am not. I would first of all I would never crash out. The only server NRP I would do it in is a server that I don't play a lot in to get my anger out on, or I'll just get off the game. I wouldn't never ever do it here. Not even in PD, not even in anything. I would not go into the city or kill nobody for no reason. Unless they shoot me, I would shoot them back in self defense. I would never do that. Or if a cop or anybody were shooting me, I'll get it on body cam of them doing it and I'll send it to any of you. I am being completely honest with you. I would never do that. I am not that kind of person. If I can't even hurt an animal, I can't even hurt no one in the game. And that's coming from my heart. I'm done talking, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Rick Bear over there, welcome to West Coast Police Department. I'm sorry you was present when these guys having that conversation and you just as a brand new unbadged officer get your uniform today you involved in this big situation. Do you have anything to bring to the table on your behalf?
I have nothing really to say. All that I have to say is after my training, my server crashed, which is why it said that I logged out, which is could be reasoning why these gentlemen were so frustrated because I did come back and I heard that they did get in trouble for me leaving, but me leaving had nothing to do with them. It was not their fault. They did not do anything wrong. The server simply crashed. And as soon as I was able to get possession back into my account, I came here and I found them immediately, which is where I found that they have gotten in trouble for something that was a complete misunderstanding. That is it.
Thank you, sir. Mr.
Um,
Miles.
uh,
Okay, let me get this straight. So we're being
oh
accused
no.
of being six because he was helping me calm down from possibly tweaking out over disrespect we were given over our unbadged leaving due to internet inactivity connection. And we're being accused of PD6 over something I told him in private. So was there someone listening in our conversation? Like I'm just trying to figure out where this PD6 possibility is coming from in this possible PD15. Because I would never shoot you guys. The moment I stepped in this faction, I have been nothing but respectful, nothing but unyielding to criminals, showing them no
Floor is
mercy,
closed.
not giving them a
Floor
break,
is closed.
making constant arrest.
All right, Mr. Miles, you getting out of the topic. Don't sugarcoat it. Let's talk about the conversation you was having on the floor zero. That's all. That's the only one I want to touch base. That's the only thing I want to hear about. I don't want to hear about your police work because you are surrounding, do the same work you do. That's what we're here for, to fight the criminals in the streets. All of we know that. That's how we become a police officer in the faction in the game NRP. I want to hear about the conversation you was having in floor zero about crashing out and killing Chief or MG.
Okay,
That's
like
why I
okay,
want to
so
you to tell me what was the situation, what was the action that make you to react that way, what was the problem.
okay,
That's what I want to hear from you. I don't want to hear what you do for the faction. I don't want to hear what you do when you log in. I don't want to hear not. I know what you do. I know everything what you do. Always have a body cam from you. I always receive body cam from you. So I know everything what you do in the faction. I just want to know why you was having that conversation and what is your intention in
okay,
the faction. As soon you already accept that you already put down a chief in a different server, NRP. So, what is your intention and your plan in this faction, sir?
Sir, this all started when our trainee left. I was telling him to leave floor 2 because we were getting yelled at. I was just like saying, Bear, come on, let's get out of here. They're doing something important. Let's go. He logs out. Carberry here last. I'm like, crap. And then I hear Toxic Judge yelling at us saying, why did I hear you say you guys are being unprofessional when they were yelling at me? I've never had that blatant disrespect given at such a high level when others who's brought in on this. So I was upset, yes. I was furious. I was like, so now you're blaming FTOs for something that wasn't our fault. All right, General, good day. So I went to floor 0. I was going to go on a 10-12. My ammunition was low. So I had my AR-15 out. I walked down to the shooting range. And I was going to shoot a few rounds to test my accuracy. I reloaded my ammo. Carberry here entered. And he's like, don't do it, Miles. I didn't even think about tweaking out to a level like that. Oh, I was going to tweak out. I was just going to do it like by the beach so I can release my anger, not in an area where there's a lot of people, just like a little quiet area. So he wanted to help me calm down because he realized I was upset by the way I'm talking. And he said, Miles, let's go over here in the locker room. So he's helping me, and Vito comes along. He's like, hey, Miles, you okay? I told him the situation, how I'm a bit upset about this and how I was considering retiring due to this plain disrespect given to me and Carberry. Since it falls on me as his higher up officer, I personally believe all responsibility and blacklist or demotion should fall on me as his higher up officer in a situation. And then Carberry said, no, if anything happens, I'll take responsibility. And I told him, that's not how it's going to work. I was the senior officer in the situation, and I'll take all responsibility as such senior officer. And then McLovin came in, he was helping us, and they calmed me down. I told him about what happened in Lincoln, NRP, of how that police faction was corrupt, and when I came back from a 10-12, I was audited, but he yelled at me and told me I did a terrible job. So I did the unexpected. I executed him, ran, and was blacklisted from that faction. But I had officers who supported me in that saying, he had no right to yell at you like that, but I would never have an intention of shooting any of you. You guys have let me in as a family. I mean, my goal is to become a freaking scarf. So when I with my vested, I'm sort of like you, Chief. I will look out for my vested, either colonels or below. I will protect them no matter what. So when I heard us getting yelled and him saying he's going to take responsibility, I was like, no, that's not how it's going to happen. If we get repped, anything will take it, or I'll ask to take all the reps, even if that means I'm going to get removed. Because I feel like that could have gone so many different ways instead of us
Drop my phone.
yelled or
Okay,
getting yelled at.
My bad. I dropped my phone. It slipped.
you good?
So that's my side, this Chief Jody.
My bad, Roy.
Guys, do me a favor. Can you release the unbatched officer that way he can continue with his training?
Yeah, he doesn't have any right now. We needed FTO to take him from us.
No worries. They're gonna find an FTO for him in the meantime until I finish with you guys.
And Bear, on behalf of me,
I
take
just have a question.
I am sorry, sir. This wasn't supposed to happen. None of this should have happened.
Me
I do
too.
nothing can apologize or accept my apology as a major for failing you as an FTO.
You guys are all good. You know, you didn't do no wrong by me. Everybody has a bad day. Everyone has bad times. We'll get through this. We'll get better. We're all a team. We got this. I'll see you boys again.
Hopefully.
It just made me tear.
you guys, one of you, MG, can you guys carry him down there, see if any reach follow with his training to see if they can give at least a ride along until we finish with this situation, please.
Yes, sir. All right, cool.
Yeah. I just have a question.
Yes, sir.
Nothing's gonna happen to me in my suit, right? Or any of us?
I just want to talk to you guys about that situation because I believe this started when we was trying to do an interview on floor 2, and they've been asking to keep silent, and the mic keep going off and off and off. So that person, when he realized that Colonel Jen was trying to tell the people who was making noise and open the mic to hold the mic, that way he can do the interview. Um, the mic keep going and going and going off. So the person decide to do not join the faction because the disrespect against the Colonel Jen. And he texts me, he direct texts me and tell me I'm not going to join because the situation, and that's so disrespectful, and I don't want to be part of the faction if it's that way, with disrespectful like that, that the ranks don't respect the higher ranks and stuff like that. So, and this is what we become talking in the meetings, that is getting there, that if you're planning against to the leadership, it's fine with me. Just go ahead and do it. You are in your mind to do what you need to do, what is better for you in your mind. But that's why we have our last members list on batch officers. They are not coming back as soon they get the uniform. They are not coming back because they see in the respectful around the department in the ranks, and that's why they are not taking it. And in order to get banned from the server, they prefer do not come back here. And that's have a lot to say. That's a lot. I have a lot to say because you can come in front of me and tell me, yes, I'm the most disciplined person. I'm the best person. I treat everybody equally, and stuff like that. But when you guys on the floor 0, it's a different story. It's like I don't understand. I don't understand the whole situation right now because you guys don't is you guys doing stuff that is I can apply RP rules and PD rules, and we choose to have a conversation over a rep and give you opportunity. That way, you fix yourself, and you can when you move forward in the faction. So when leadership becomes so flexible, it seems like people taking advantage of the leadership at that point, to have in mind a conversation, an open conversation. When you guys know it's a lot of busy around, have an open conversation about go against the leadership or go against this higher up and stuff like that. Even though to just to think about it, just to think about that, that's already premeditation. You already think about it. So anytime you will pop off and you will do it because you already have it right there in your mind. And some people come in the faction and they don't care NRP to they don't care NRP to get banned from the server, or banned from the faction. They will move to a different server and they will start a brand new in a different server. but you go to different servers, change your name, and start brand new. Nobody know nothing about your background. That's easy, but what happened with the time you spend here with the people who put a trust in you and give you opportunity to grow inside a faction? How you pay those people back? How you feel yourself doing that to those people that spend time with you and work with you, around you, those people that they have the trust in you, that you have their back, but you thinking about attack the leadership of the faction. That's my question. That's what I don't understand, and I trying to understand it, but I can't. It's it's too much to understand it just right away. And I just want to have a conversation with you guys because I want to cut this from the root. I want to be clear, express yourself, express any anger you have, any problem you have with any of my suit. Just
Oh,
bring it up to the front on the table. Let's speak clear. Let's have a clear conversation. That way we don't find any bumps in the middle of the road.
okay. We're going down that rabbit hole now. Okay. Carberry, stop me if I go a bit too far. Because you know how to calm me down. Can you promise me that?
No, no, no. It's not coming down here, bro. You need to learn how you calm
Oh,
yourself
very
down.
well.
Every us is
How
adult
would
here. If you feel yourself like you're going to, you can do nothing right now. You're in cuff. So
True.
the most thing you can do is just cuss and stuff like that. That's normal in this server
Will I
NRP.
get in trouble as an officer if I cuss at you guys?
hold on? I wasn't trying to like that. I was trying to calm down the situation so you can calm down as well. I wasn't just trying to calm you down as well. Like I said, I was trying to calm everybody down.
Oh, no, 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 no. I know, but they've opened this can of whoop ass. For all due respect, I have respect for every single suit in here. There's a certain few in here I do not respect whatsoever due to the way they run their system. One, I'm 50-50 on Big Cause. He can be a bit strict, I respect that, but he pushes it a bit too much. Ellie Hayes, she's sweet, she's passive, nothing wrong for Pharaoh. One hell of a suit, gets us quoted on, I respect that. Carter, I respect him. Vinny, great officer, he got me hired on here. Benny Bang, what can I say about it? One hell of an officer, one hell of an attitude. But when we spoke and you
Oh
got in
God.
my face like that, I really wanted to yell at you and curse you out. I'm not gonna fuck around about it. The moment you yelled at me about that over a fucking internet connectivity issue, when we were there way before
Oh,
you guys ever got there, we were already doing that. We had Jamie Lee that unbadged. You guys had no right, in your opinion, to tell us to leave when we were already doing something Jamie gave us direct orders to follow. Now, if I'm not mistaken, disrespecting a suit's command from another suit would be considered insubordination of a PD6 unless they're higher ranked than you. And last I checked, I don't think you or Jamie are higher than each other. I think you guys are equal. Toxic. The way he came off was just a tad bit aggressive than an officer should. He could have come off a bit more passive, but he chose violence. And he was the reason I nearly tweaked out and wanted to retire. Shit, I know I'm one hell of an officer, but when I get disrespect like that towards me and my own, I will fight no matter what if I lose my rank. In that heated moment, I will not worry about that. I'll look at my own before you guys. Delaney, you're my boss. You're my overseer. I don't have issues with you. You've helped me in the past. You've helped me now. Vito, same here. You're helpful. Chief Jody, Your accent's a bit hard to understand sometimes, but you're one hell of an officer. You know how to kick back, relax. I don't have a beef with you whatsoever. I would never want to kill you, none of that. Riley, the butterfly of the group. Always outgoing, always silly. When it's time to get a rest, flawless. Attitude, perfection. I don't have an issue for you. Now we don't need to talk about Pinky, she's amazing. Jazz. I don't know much about Rich or Beezy, but I expect great things from you guys. Other than that, other than Toxic Judge with his massive mouth and disrespect and yelling at my officer like that. And then Benny adding on to this, and then Pink Inky showing up out of nowhere and getting in on this, made me feel ganged up on. So when I feel ganged up on, I will fight whoever's in my way to get them down and hear me out, no matter what it takes. So if Carberry is going to get fired, I'll go down with him. If he's getting a rep, I'm going to make sure I get a rep myself. If he's going to get blacklisted, I will do anything, Chief, and I mean anything, to take care of that myself and get myself blacklisted to ensure his security in this faction and stay in this faction. That's how much I appreciate this faction, how much I love you all as a family. I would not want to see anyone else get fired, blacklisted, anything. I would rather that happen to me. So if you have an issue with Carberry or anyone in this faction, you have an issue with me. That's how I feel. That's how I've been feeling. The disrespect I've been getting from other people making arrest for disrespecting when I put a 1015 up, I yell at them. Not out of disrespect, but tough love. I've been passive. They don't want to listen to passive. They're getting the tough side of me. They don't listen to tough side. I brought it up to you guys. I brought it up in a meeting. That was me being passive. Next time, I won't be as nice when I'm being aggressive. I will literally walk up to them with my criminal and tell them, if you do not stop, I will bring a supervisor into this on that other vest. This is only vested officers I've seen this happen. So I look after them and these unbadged more than you guys, because you guys should know what to do. You guys been here for longest. These vested, these badged, unbadged, I take full priority over them other than you guys. So that's why I'm fighting you guys so hard on this. Because Carberry here is one hell of an officer. He's been here for you guys for such a long time. And I hate to see him getting yelled at by you guys, or scolded, or reprimanded. He did nothing wrong. So, Chief, that's what I have to say to you. You have an issue with them? You're going through me first. That's all.
I just have to say something. That is the first time I have ever heard someone say that about me.
Well, I mean it. You're the same as me. You're a vest. I look after you more than anyone else.
No, like, right as soon as you finished that, once you said that, I was crying. Because that was the first time I ever heard someone say that
All right, gentlemen.
about
We
me.
can all reminisce on this and how impactful it was at some other time. But, I think I do have an issue, Miles. And my issue is I asked you multiple times. You said I was yelling at you. You haven't seen me yelling at you, I promise. And
I mean, he wasn't yelling.
I told you multiple times to leave the floor. I'm trying to do an interview. You guys are sitting there messing around, giggling, doing whatever, not leaving the floor, to the point where the guy we're interviewing says this is unprofessional and leaves. That's issue number one. Number two, you let me telling you to leave the floor send you on this tirade of officers that the suits don't listen to him and whatever, setting a terrible example right off the rip for that officer. So I don't know, you can go through and give us all our evaluation or say we got to go through you for this and that, but you are so far out of line, Miles, and your conversation at PDG, whether it's about this server, that server, or wherever, is unacceptable, and there's no place for that in a police faction. In the garage, you're way out of line.
So if you want to fire me, go ahead. If that's what you're wanting to say, because it sort of sounds like that. Because we were here waiting to do a hiring event. and you're blatantly telling us to tell us unbadged, fuck off, we're not training you, all because you guys can't do a simple suit training in a damn office? Is that what I'm hearing? Because you guys did it right outside where we were doing the meeting room hiring. We literally whispered to try getting you guys off our asses.
It was an interview for a new recruit to the department. That
Well, still, it doesn't matter. We were literally about to have him leave. We were about to go to floor 0 for a PD PD tour. We were going to go to floor 0 when you guys literally decided to come at us then when we were already leaving. So forgive me for defending myself, General.
They made it clear in the meeting, though, during hiring events, nothing like that should be going on.
Not at the Jamie Lee. He was the one who kept the guy up there.
Look, can I ask you a question, though, Miles? Do you think that type of talk is just a PD violation? Do you know that? Do you feel, either one of you, do you feel that type of talk that you're in character?
No, but
So what does that mean? If you're not in character and you're making assumptions that you're going to shoot and kill leadership, the chief in suits, whatever, what do you think that is?
well, I didn't plan that. That's the
No
thing.
one ever planned anything funny. That's
I
why you guys are doing this
understand that,
with
but that
freedom.
type of talk, we got the whole conversation. It from start to finish, it's not one word that we do not know about.
Oh, and I hope you guys do know, because I never said I'd shoot anyone. I mentioned Lincoln Surfer Chief. That's what I'm talking about. I would never shoot at DeAndre Joe.
And you said you're getting to that point, and you've got Carberry begging you to stop and all this and that.
I'm
Stop
begging
just.
him to stop. I'm begging him to stop because I don't want him actually to do it. Because if he does it,
That's exactly the problem. So you could tie it up in whatever kind of bow you want, Miles, but that's the problem. It's RP-13. It's corruption. It's bad.
So I'm even admitting I'm sorry to what I did, but I'm trying to stop because I don't like that. I don't like corruption. I don't. It hurts me to even hear it. Like whenever I hear someone crash out, it hurts me. It did since I was in the army. I know, like I can't stand the word crash out. I can't take it. That's why I never did it. Because if I knew if I did it, I would have been charged for that. And I don't want to get banned for that. The first time I ever committed an RP-13 was when I was a colonel. And I promised myself I'll never do it again. Even though I got a warning, I never do it again. And I meant that. And I meant that. From the bottom of my heart, I'll never do it again. And I didn't even shoot anything. I'll never do it again.
Okay.
I got one more question for you, Miles. One question. After how you're feeling in RP with the administrators, this situation, and how you're feeling, how are we going to put trust into you as faction members, and how are you going to come back from this situation?
Number one, definitely find a way where I can improve on myself, but not on the criminals. Keep that going. As a faction member, I guess I'll have to re-earn your trust. Simple as that. If I can't re-earn your trust at all, none of you, then I'll do the most extreme measure. And
respectfully, please turn to
honestly,
those leaders that you threatened and help make them understand, because that's who this decision is lying in. And we've got a lot of information, and it looks like a plot against leadership, and that's why you guys are in this situation. And we're going to come together as suits and approach it like this. And it is, the DFG wants to speak, but this is not good.
I have a question.
Yeah, you can hold your conversation. You can no more questions towards you, Crawberry, respectfully. Miles and Crawberry, you guys can say whatever you want. I've seen everything. I actually heard about you guys talking crap on the new suits who got suited today, saying why you didn't get a suit. You guys can say whatever you want. I did see body cam saying, why didn't I get a suit? Why are they getting suited? No, you're not. You're done talking now. Extremely disrespectful towards those people who earned those suits today and put in the hard work. Respectfully, do you think you guys deserve it after what has been done today? You think you guys are suit material after the disrespect and the conspiracy on trying to kill Chief or kill the Major General?
I never said anything like
No,
that.
no, no. Hold on, hold on.
did.
I want
You
an
did.
administrator notes. I'm
No.
offended at you, Riley. The audacity
You
to claim I want to kill the higher ups? No, no, no. The audacity you just said of me wanting to kill higher ups.
There's
Carter's where I want to
body
kill higher ups. No,
There's
no, no, no,
body
no. Hold on,
cam,
hold on.
Miles.
So
I'm
there's
pissed right
body
now. I
cam.
never ever said about anything about suits. I'm nowhere near a suit level yet, and you dare
All
say
right, guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
what
You guys
body cam
keep
do?
denying.
What is
You
body
guys
cam
you
has no
guys
suit?
keep denying this situation.